Hey, good afternoon, my friends. COVID lockdown in Melbourne, so I'm just working away on the T60. So I've done a little bit of detailing on the tracks and stuff. So I've put a little bit, I painted the tracks in dark iron and I did the wheels in rubber. So I've just got to do a second coat on that and all that, get that tightened up. I haven't added any washes or filters or anything like that yet. Although I did make up a little rust wash, but it's an acrylic rust wash for the tracks. So I did that with some rust pigment, so burnt red rust pigment. I added a little bit of flat clear, so Tamiya's acrylic flat clear, and a lot of, just sort of this kind of thinner, the acrylic thinner. It added heaps of that and then just sort of used that as a wash on the tracks. That turret comes out easy. So that's what I've done there. I also used that little wash on the exhaust there. I find it an effective method of applying pigments. Still got a little bit of work to do, of course. I've got the details started. So they got their base coats on. I did the tools there. And I put a little bit of dark iron on the latches of those boxes. So I'm going to just give them a little bit of dry brushing and then we'll give them a nice wash. And around the iron I'll put a little bit of a rust wash and that gives a good little effect. I've got a little Zis 3 cannon to go with it. So we can put that on like that. Because I think these could tow Zis 3s, I'm pretty sure. We can put that on, but I've got a crew for it, so it's a Miniart crew and they can push this, so I'm going to keep this really clean, nice sort of and clean. I'll just be using some pastels and stuff like that because I've got a box of pastels in my cupboard, so we'll pull that out and we'll do some light dirt work on it and stuff like that. But first we'll add the washes, so we'll let my details dry first and then we'll do some washes later tonight. I've glued on the turret lid, so that's got its super glue in, so we won't push that too hard, so we'll let that dry. And I also put the dark iron on the cannons. Sorry, keep it in screen, I'm just looking at something. So we'll do that. I did mess up the red star, but I fixed it up with a bit of paint. It just looks like the stencil they used was a bit damaged, so it adds a bit of story, which really annoyed me too, because it was the one thing I really liked about this kit was the red star, and of course Murphy's Law, that's the only thing that goes wrong. Don't like things, people. God hates it when you like things. So we got that sorted out and I'm really liking it. So very similar paint color. I've used both the Mr. Color 4BO, and as you can see the variance in 4BO is great because this is a 4BO from SMS, and you can see there's a lot more yellow coming out of this one. This one's different, so that's what I like about using all the different brands. You get all these different interpretations of 4BO, and then you've even got the darker stuff that the Russians sort of ended up getting, which you get the Zoe, protective Zoe. So I like that as well. That's more like the American olive drab, but not as dark as the American olive drab. You can see here next to the Sherman, it's the olive drab is greener, it's not as yellow as the Russian variant of colour. What else have I got going on? So I've also built some trees because this is going to be my mortar cruise display. So I'll put some trees in, maybe I'll put a third tree in, and I'll put some little logs in. So that's coming along well. And I've also got, these are the guys I've been painting in the last couple of days. So I've just got all these guys. I've got the Matilda crew, so he's there and there. I've got some Panzer Grenadiers for the back of the the Panzer IV. I've got a gunner over the back there for the Marder, and I've got another Panzer Grenadier for the Stug, and I've got a mortar crew in there as well. So I'm just painting all those guys. They take a while. I tend to get a bit carried away with figures. You know, you work on each little detail. So you you paint things up, you put it in, you just go nutty with you know, dry brushing and getting those details out. I like doing figures, but they take a long time. You just get obsessed with them. It's different to doing tanks. So that's what I've been up to lately. Thanks for watching my video on my T60, and I'll see you again soon.